Okay, we're already in week 10. We are 2/3 of the way done. For those of you that have been just like moving forward, like kudos. It takes a lot to maintain commitment and keep doing the work. And for those of you that have fallen by the wayside, the window of opportunity to elevate your grade is closing. You can always have a great experience and learn a lot. But if you had a specific goal for a grade and you're nowhere near there, you need to get in touch with me. It'll make me come looking for you to try to help. Take some action to make what you want to have happen happen. Now, week 10, cell physiology and the microbiome. Microbiome is a really useful thing to know about, so here's an opportunity. You may hear my 5-year-old in the background because his preschool got shut down for 2 weeks because a teacher tested positive, so we are doing that this next 2 weeks. Okay, so this should be a really quick one though, because this is pretty straightforward stuff, which is kind of nice. So it goes over basics about the microbiome, things that affect your microbiome. It's something we're learning more and more about all the time. It's kind of a cool subject. And then a little quiz right there, and then the regular old quiz for the module. That's pretty simple. We like stuff like that. Oh, I think I was going to factors. Okay, sorry. Thanks. Factors affecting the microbiome is a group discussion. So there are 4 articles, but I put you in groups of 5 because very often people don't do the work, and then one of the articles doesn't get read. So I put in groups of 5, and I think a notice up here says, if you are the 5th person, choose any one of the articles. If you are the 5th person, like, hooray, your group actually did the work, and that's wonderful. Anyway, so you choose an article and then answer some questions. Now, the thing about this is, I do believe after that, factors affecting, then you're kind of expected to know a little bit about each article. So if people in your group don't do their work, you're probably going to have to skim the articles that they didn't do before you do this one. Sorry. Okay, so that was the discussion post right there. There we go. Back to the module. Now, continue on to the next module. So, just goes over some of the health disparities. We talked about that in week 9. Different communities have a lot of different levels of the different comorbidities, and that really changes the outcome for coronavirus. For a lot of it's based on socioeconomic status. Probably not such a big surprise. Okay, so I think this is where I want to go next. Coronavirus in California fact sheet, which is this one, asks you to recall your specialty. Here it is. So last week, which seems really long ago in my mind, maybe not so for you, everyone was supposed to, not everybody did, choose a medical specialty, one of these 4 specialties, and then present some information about that specialty and then apply it to coronavirus. So this assignment invites you, the assignment for this week invites you to go back and remember your specialty, or if you didn't do this assignment last week, to go back and pick one of these specialties. There we go. Okay. And then you're going to be creating like a little brochure like that you would maybe put up. I mean, you don't have to do this. You're not doing the action step of this. You could. I think it would be a great thing to do. But you're going to be creating a fact sheet, which can be like a trifold brochure. It's kind of stuff you find like, I don't know, all over, like at Whole Foods on the bulletin board, or the Ralph's or Vons, or sometimes on utility poles, all kinds of stuff like that. So a fact sheet is just a simple single page with attention-getting graphics and colors and specific information that's meant for people to read really quickly but learn a lot from it. Okay, so for this is the final assignment for the Coronavirus in California project. And I hope that you're getting something out of this. I think it's so vital right now to have good quality and current information, and this is requiring you to do that. So I really hope that you are stepping up in your communities and sharing what you're learning, because we need more education about this. It's vital for our health and public health. Now, yes, so you go back and you find your medical specialty role from week 9, and you may choose a very similar paragraph to what you wrote for vulnerable communities in COVID-19. You may need to tweak it a little bit. It depends on how good it was, I guess, right? And then some specific facts to include. So all that stuff is right in here. And then also a bar graph. So this is setting you up to make that brochure, which I think is coming in week 11. This is the content, and then hopefully, I just knocked on wood. I will grade it soon. This thing soon, so that before you do the assignment for week 11, you have my comment saying, oh, this graph doesn't work, or wonderful, or whatever, or full credit, score. So you don't really need to change anything. Or you could also, if you're unsure of your, hey Sam, I'm on a video right now talking to my students. If you're unsure of how well you did, then you can always email me. Then that's going to get my attention faster. Okay? So anyway, so yes, indeed, of course, X and Y axes, a quick little summary, and then always cite your cite your sources. And here we go. This one is I have not done this thing before on Canvas. So then you peer review 2 other students, and apparently Canvas just makes these assignments at random, which is like, I love it when Canvas does that. But since we do have like a handful of people who just like don't do assignments, I would hate for you to be assigned to 2 people who aren't going to do anything, because the peer review is not just good for the person getting reviewed. It's a really helpful tool for the person doing the reviewing. It's a cute little rhyme there. Because you then are taking the rubric that I will use to grade your work and applying it to someone else's work, and then you can then look back at your work and go, oh, I need to modify or change this, or this isn't as good as it ought to be, or whatever. One would hope that is possible. Okay, and then all the content, right here. And the rubric. Okay, and then back to here. So the text and the graph only, it's going to be a little bit more for week 11, which I don't think you can see yet, but you'll be making it a little bit fancier. And then the peer review. So it's a pretty short week, which is great. I hope you are you take it as an opportunity to have a little breather. Let's see, how do I stop this?